Welcome to the channel. One thing that I was suddenly reminded of, first of all, I am very, very good old friends with another YouTuber. Of course, we were friends way back before the days of YouTube. Brian, my buddy over at Daily Brew Garage. He and I go way back playing music together many, many years ago. I mean, we're talking a couple of decades ago. He has his own channel, and I don't know if you saw the video on his channel or not, but he paid me a visit and went through my shop, and we discussed some things and everything else. And one thing that he was particularly interested in and asked me to do a video on, which I'm going to do now, is how I am painting the cars that I do, like this 32 Ford, the Mustang back there, and eventually the Cobra as well. Now, the typical way people use to paint is an air compressor, expensive drying system, spray guns, the whole 9 yards. I went with something a little bit different based on recommendations to me from a couple of friends. And this is what I am using. This is a Fuji Spray Systems Mighty Mite Platinum 4. This is a turbine paint system. Basically, it has a little bitty turbo in here that basically generates air, comes out here through a long system of hoses into the paint gun. All of this came inclusive. The advantage of this is it gives you dry air. You don't have to worry about all the drying systems and everything that you have in typical paint systems. It gives you a steady supply of dry air. It is set at the exact right pressure for a low pressure, high volume system, or HVPP. It gives you a steady stream of air that is very, very consistent. Again, very dry. You don't have the humidity problems with it. And the quality of the paint gun and the system is just top notch. I have already painted this car with it. If you saw the video some time ago, that car I painted with it. It's actually the first car that I ever painted. I will be painting the Cobra and the Mustang eventually with this system. The paint gun that it came with is this right here. And again, I'll try to put a list of the actual type of paint gun that this is at the bottom of the screen. And I am also using the 3M cup system for this, which is basically this right here. Essentially, the cup system uses this particular exterior cup with a valve on it that makes sure that you don't have that in. That creates pressure. You've got these disposable cups that you load your paint into, and the lids have a screening system in it. You see this lid goes on top of the cup and has a screen built in that filters out the paint as it pours into the gun in a gravity feed method. Just a half turn onto the paint gun, spray your paint. It actually, the pressure in it pulls that in, make sure you get all the product out of the gun. Goes through that with the dry air on the turbine system into these hoses. This is the hose that gives your air supply. I've got this flexible hose attached to the end of it because one of the downsides of this is this hose can be pretty heavy. So if you have this 6 foot length right here attached to your gun, this rests on the floor. This is what you're holding. It's much more lightweight. Now I'm going to be showing here some footage of me painting the car and actually doing what I'm in the middle of doing now, which is replacing the fuel tank on it. Had to paint the fuel tank. It is a very seamless and excellent way to do it. Now the downside is the system is expensive. I'm going to have to run an ad along the bottom here for my particular one. There's multiple levels of this. There's the Mighty Mite 2, Mighty Mite 3, and then you have the Pro Series. This Mighty Mite 4 is a 4-stage system that does everything I want it to do, and I'll put a shot of an advertisement at the bottom of this to show you what they're costing now. They are not cheap, but when you consider how much a decent compressor system is, a variety of guns, a variety of the drying system and filters and everything that you need, this is actually a little bit less expensive than painting the old-fashioned way. I do have a compressor. I use it to spray primer normally because primer is a lot less persnickety as far as getting everything right. But this system here has worked really well. This right here is what I just got through painting, as a matter of fact. This right here is the fuel tank for the 32 Ford that I just had to replace. I got it painted. The results speak for themselves. They really do. You get a nice even coat with dry air, and it works really well. Again, in the description of this video, I'll have the information on the system that I use, as well as the cup system and everything. You can get replacement parts for them. The check valves, you can get replacement valves. The filters for this right here, which if you look right here, it's intake filters. You can get replacement filters for that, and they're actually very, very inexpensive. So parts are readily available for it. It gives you a steady supply of perfect dry air at exactly the right pressure you need without all the hassle. I highly recommend them. Seasoned painters probably prefer their way of doing it. I am as far from a seasoned painter I can. I need things simple because I am new at this, and it's only for my projects. But my results speak for themselves. Car looks pretty good. The tank turned out excellent. I can't complain. Hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, be sure and reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer whatever questions that you have. See you soon.